In this video, I would like to talk about the Chinese dramas that I've actually given up on in 2019. Hi, you're watching Avenue X, where a junkie on good storytelling shares their thoughts, knowledge, and occasional weird ideas on stories and how they're told. If this is your first time discovering this channel and you find it interesting, please be sure to subscribe and ring the bell so that next videos will show up in your notification. Also, if you like it, just click the like, because supposedly liking would help this video to be recommended to more people. But I don't have a second channel to compare statistics with. It's really just everyone is saying that on YouTube. We are getting really close to the end of the year, so this is the time to start looking back on the year of 2019 in Chinese drama land and form some kind of summary opinions about what this year has been like. I've spent some time looking back on all the Chinese dramas I've watched, and in this video I would like to talk about the dramas that I've seen for at least one full episode or more, but didn't go through with it, kind of dropped off somewhere along the line. Before I go into talk about these dramas specifically, please note, this is my personal opinions. I don't go through dramas for my own reasons. Every time in this type of videos, I just wanna make it very clear. Okay, so first, I wanna talk about the contemporary dramas that I've given up on this year. The first one might be, to a lot of people's surprise, which is All Is Well, 都挺好, because I've seen actually quite a lot of it. I think I've watched at least past halfway. In all kinds of ways possible to judge this drama, I still think it's one of the better contemporary dramas we've seen in 2019 in China. The reason I didn't stick through it is it started to get not realistic, with quotation mark, by which I mean judging by the type of character relationships that you see in this drama, it doesn't make sense, like how they did the ending. And I feel kind of cheated because I've spent that much time watching the story in the beginning until this point, and suddenly it just all becomes unicorns and rainbows. Happy, harmonious family picture is just like so not fitting into the story, because realistically, if you are the girl, the leading female character, Su Mingyu, in this drama, and you've had a mother who is already dead in the story, but who never treated you as an equal family member, you know, with other people. Your dad is like that. Your brother is like that. Your other brother is like that. Run away, girl, run away, and cut out ties with them and don't ever get into their life and don't allow them to get into yours for your own safety and sanity. It's just insane how she just kind of like forgives. I don't like that sort of high moral virtuous woman type. It's so wrong in terms of like how the story should be, and also the original actually work it's based on doesn't have this ending. I think it's not ballsy enough for them to just go for the real ending it should be. But China, censorship. If they didn't do it, probably wouldn't go through censorship, so hey. The second one that I didn't go through is 我只喜欢你. The reason I didn't stick through it, mainly two things. First, I didn't connect with the story. I wasn't quite sure about how they structured the story. Like, they got married and then they look back, there's like this weird interview that you never see an interviewer and talking about their high school experience. It's a bit weird, but that's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem I have is I didn't quite connect with the lead characters and their relationship. It's very sweet, you know, there's so many sweet moments that clearly is written for the fans or the audience to go, ah, but didn't work on me. And there's one visual thing also throughout this drama, that there's this glow. It's not even bokeh, it's like a huge bokeh that kind of takes in the entire frame. That orangey glow over the whole frame, it's just too much. Like if you do it in one scene, it's okay. If you do it in all of those scenes, it's visually too much for me. I prefer more contrast. There's some soundtrack that they picked for those like funny moments that actually I think comes from the same library that I use for some of my videos. And so when that comes up, I'm like, oh my god, I'm seeing my edits happening over that drama. And it kind of got me like, oh, okay, I can't continue watching it. So it's a lot of personal reasons for the reason why I didn't stick through it. But I know a lot of people love it a lot and it's absolutely fine. It just like doesn't work on me. The third one I want to talk about that I gave up on is similar to this. It's like a love story, romantic story called JGE Exclusive Memory. When it first came up, I think a lot of people said, oh, this is really cool, that is really good. So I at least watched 8 episodes. and I kind of lost interest. This is about a love story between a university student and teacher. By the end of the 8th episode, I would still say this is pretty well shot, pretty well acted, but like doesn't connect with me. I don't feel interested in either of the lead characters or their story. I think I heard rumor because I didn't check on it later. Towards the end, the drama kind of like gave up on the main line and it kind of gave too much attention to like supporting roles that shouldn't be there, so it angered a lot of people. I'm not sure if that's exactly what happened, but since I didn't continue watching, that's what I've heard about it. These days, it's just really hard to make this type of romantic stories fresh and new and kind of stand out among probably hundreds of them that comes out every year. The 4th one that I gave up, contemporary drama, 破冰行动 The Thunder with Wang Jingsong. This is a crime drama about policemen and fighting drug gangs. It's like focused on reality, so there's no idolizing of people. But then it did a nosedive. It was like China's Game of Thrones of 2019 when the quality of the script and the plot just went and everybody went, what the heck happened? It was supposed to be exciting, plot central kind of drama, and suddenly this romantic line comes in and it doesn't make sense, and that female character is so annoying. It made some of the fans that they managed to create in earlier part of the drama completely turned 180 and was like, what the shit is this drama? So epic fail. Script is very important. When you screw that up, this drama is pretty embarrassing, and I think it's a classic case of how not to write a script. That's a drama I think most people gave up on in 2019. The 5th one, 我的真朋友 my true friend. I went in because Donglun and Zhu Yulong. I mean, what else, right? Because you went into this drama for these two guys. Maybe if you're AB's fan, but even if they're her fan, right? It wouldn't be like they want to watch her acting, because even her fans, knows like she can't act. Never had been. Probably never will. But even if she acted really well in this drama, it's still a really pretty shitty drama because the script is like, first, it has nothing to do with reality in terms of being a real estate agent in Shanghai. It's like so far from reality in the drama that you see. Just don't take it seriously in any way. It's not how it works in real life. And they don't actually sell houses or apartments at all. They go around solving other people's domestic problems like angels from the sky. Like, is that real estate agent's job? Not to mention how they just totally screw up what architects are, like Zhu Yilong's role. Supposedly this genius, famous, high achiever architect who ended up doing interior designs. I'm like, okay, you guys totally have no idea about how architecture works and also like how the departments work in the reality. I came through architecture school, and I can tell you the people who actually are in architecture major look down upon every other major like landscape architecture, city planning, and interior design. It's like the nose is like that. It's known in the industry as well. So if you say somebody is an architect, they just only work on, like, mostly in the drama you'll see, he just basically is an interior designer. Oh my god, you have no idea how architects will just kill you by doing that. And also like the plan drawings, you see that they just like get into the shot, or it's like, oh my god, who did that? Did they do it in Illustrator? It's so wrong that I can't continue watching it. Not to mention, everybody is so unlikable. If you actually come across a person who is exactly like Zhu Yilong's character in the drama, or like Donglun's character in the drama, or like Angelababy's character in this drama, run away. These people will make your life a hell. And so ironic, the title is 我的真朋友. Yeah, if my real friends are like that, I'd be dead by now. Contemporary dramas done. Now let's talk about period dramas. First, I have to talk about two that I feel really guilty about. You probably know already. One is chang'an 12时辰. I actually did watch through it, but I still count as the one that I didn't stick through. I tried so many times over a long period of time. Eventually, I watched it because I really want to make a final review on it and talk about the problems I have with this drama. So I actually watched it, but it was with so much effort and pain. If I wasn't to make that video, I wouldn't have watched it. So I would still consider it something I couldn't stick through for all the reasons I've explained in that video. So if you want to know my full opinion about why I couldn't stick through that drama, it's there. Then another drama that came out around the same time and I kind of gave up for similar reasons is Novel and Eagle Flag. I mean, I've been waiting for this drama for so long. It was one of those super expensive drama, well casted, like extremely expensive, real location, insane views and shots, beautiful, beautiful art design. Everything looks so pretty, apart from the story itself. These are the things that makes me go, ugh. This drama has that sort of epicness at first glance. After watching many episodes, you still can't quite understand or quite form a picture in your head about what each character is about. Everybody seemed to be super powerful, mysterious. Everyone seemed to come on screen with this enigma, and they have this like secret stuff going behind them. Everyone seems like a big boss, but like halfway through, over 30 episodes, you still don't know what their motives are. Everybody is so muddy. The characters are written in a way that just like they continually build up, and seemingly there will be revelation, like interesting twists happening to them, and they're promising you that all the way and then still doesn't deliver. I lost patience and I feel it's so wasted. In terms of like the talents that this drama actually has, very good young actors, very good older generation actors too. Like money that you can smell off screen. I am a Liu Haoran fan. I really am. Like he's one of my favorite after 95 Chinese young actors. But even like my love for his previous roles and for him generally as an actor couldn't sustain me through this drama. I know this drama is loved by a lot of people. Some people really love it. Please don't feel offended. It's just my opinion. I couldn't stick through it. Oh, and there's this thing that JGE keeps shouting. Like every time he shows up, he's like, 我叫JGE, my name is JGE. And there's like slow-mo and he wants to announce it to the world. If you do it once, it's fine. If you do it every time you show up, it shows like the scriptwriter just ran out of ideas. I feel so sad for this drama. I wish it could have blown up, but I think it's reasonable, especially compared to the super successful dramas in this summer. You can kind of see why it didn't succeed. The third Chinese pure drama I gave up on, Holland, Legend of Holland. I actually went into watching this drama just curious, like what the second iteration of the exact same almost crew and everybody right from Yanxi Palace would look like. Personally, I really don't want to support anything from Yu Zheng, so I didn't go into it like wanting to watch it, but I'm just curious to see what it turns out to be, and I'm so happy that it flopped. Not just because I don't like Yu Zheng as a producer, the drama itself is just so silly. It makes this warring state history, the first emperor of China's history, like child's play. And that's like so far from history and reality, I don't even want to talk about how many things are just completely ridiculous in this drama. In the first few episodes that I've watched, right, there's this very prevailing sense that the writer is trying to show that I know a lot of things about history, about Chinese idioms, about literature. He grabs every opportunity possible to show that I know where this thing comes from, where that thing comes from. It just looks very funny. It's like a kid acting all mature, trying to impress the world like I'm an adult. Okay, whatever. If you've actually read anything about Chinese warring states history and Qin Shi Huang's history and the story regarding Lü Buwei and then Zhao Ji, his mother, Lao Ai, all that type of story, right? You'd be laughing at this drama. That's all I can say about it. Totally ridiculous. Acting is not good either. I would advise not wasting your time on this one. But if you do like it, just don't take it seriously. Then there are two other dramas I gave up on. They're kind of like similar in my opinion. The type of IP adapted period drama. It's not based on real history. One of them is 听雪楼, Listening Snowing Tower, however they translate that, led by Qin Junjie, and then Princess Silver, 白发王妃, with Zhang Xueying, Luo Yunxi, and then Li Zhiting. I spent some time watching them, and I kind of regretted spending my time. That's how I feel about these two dramas. 听雪楼, I didn't read the original novel, but from what I've heard, they like really screwed up in terms of the female lead character setup, like how she was written as like on the paper, and then the actual person showing up and then acting, and it just doesn't look like the same person. So that's a big problem when you adapt from a material. You really have to be authentic to it, otherwise you lose the sort of natural audience already of this thing. I think I watched first 3-4 episodes of this drama. First, I don't like the look of it. They grade the color in a way that I really don't like. That very orangey tone, especially when the red should be red and turns out to be orange. I just don't like it. Qin Junjie is a pretty good actor. When he acts coughing, it's so fake. I can't stand it. He's like, nobody coughs like that. That's a real cough. If you really want to cough, just cough for real. It just looks so fake. And also the male lead and female lead, I cannot see any chemistry. So, snowplower, because it's snowing like crazy outside. of my window. So I was very happy to give up on it. And I don't think this drama got very popular either, because I practically heard nothing about it over like social medias and then any account I follow that actually deals with drama. So that's it. Then 白发王妃, I know quite a few people really like it. Personally, I don't like the story. I just like feel that formula is too old school in this type of stories. Not to mention they actually, again, not playing Qing correctly in this drama. But actually the thing that put me off was the Skinks moving. It got so bad that I can't continue watching it. I think the first few episodes I watched, I was like, okay, oh my god, what happened to their face? It's smoothed and whitened to the point that you can't see shadow on their features. And it's so smooth. Everybody is like turning to melted plastic. I felt like if I have to look at that type of human representation in close-up for like 20, 30, 40, 80, 60, whatever episodes, I'm gonna go like... It's like the drama has permanent filter on everybody's face. I just can't deal with that. And also, like I said earlier, like the whole storyline just sounds like pretty ridiculous to me. If I was 15, I may like it. Like now? Again, if you like it, I know people like it mostly because of all the fans of Lo Yingxi. He's done a good job acting, and I think he's been improving steadily across the dramas that he's been in. So for that reason, like fans to watch that, no problem. And he has a very tragic character in this drama, so that's fine too. But like the story itself and also the look of it, I just can't stand it. So I gave up on it. These are the Chinese dramas that I've watched for at least one episode. Some of them actually over half and didn't stick through in 2019. And there are even more dramas I gave up on that I didn't put into this list because I didn't watch more than one episode. And because this year is only 1 month and 10 days kind of left. So there wouldn't be that many dramas that I would actually find, going to as new dramas anyway. So I think this is a good time to make this video. If you've got dramas, Chinese dramas you've watched and kind of gave up on this year, what are they? And what's the reason for it? Do some of mine kind of like overlap with yours? And then if you totally disagree with me of some of the dramas, fair. And I'm just being totally honest about the dramas I've seen. So this video probably also give you a pretty good idea about what type of drama that actually works for me. I would probably do a couple of more videos on Chinese dramas for 2019 from different angles. Thank you for watching Avenue X. I'll see you in my next video. Meanwhile, live long and happy drama watching.